Okay, hey guys, it's me Krista again, and then first off I want to apologize because this video is actually I want to say 4 days late, okay? And I know for the past month or two I've been on a good schedule of posting a video every week, but this last week has been so hectic and I just have not had time to do this video, even though I read this book last week, okay? But today's video is actually gonna be on the loneliest girl in the universe, and and to tell you guys the truth, this is the first science fiction book I have ever read. Okay, I know that sounds weird, oh, you're into books but you don't read science fiction. Yes girl, I'm into books and I don't read science fiction. I don't read the FBI thrillers, none of that. I just honestly, the only books I read honestly is anything supernatural having to do with werewolves or vampires or ghosts or fairies, and historical fiction. So, and mostly historical fiction with the supernatural mixed in. So that's my cup of tea right there. But science fiction, who is she? I never met her before, you know? But I met her and she was really nice and really good and really interesting, and I love her. So because of how good this book is, you're probably gonna start seeing more science fiction novels that I'm gonna review now, because this book was that good, okay? And I already went on Amazon and I already got me 5 more books added to my TBR, and they're all science fiction, so you guys are gonna see those one day, okay? But basically, the loneliest girl in the universe is mind-blowing, okay? So let me tell you what it is about. It's about this girl named Romney Silvers. She's 16 like every other protagonist in the world, and she is on a spaceship traveling to a distant planet by herself. Well, technically not by herself, but you'll figure that out. In this book, the first half of it is literally no dialogue. There's no one on the ship except for Romney, so there's no one for her to talk to except for Molly, which is her therapist from Earth. But something happens with Molly, so she's not even talking to her at one point, you know? So honestly, a good half of the book is just no dialogue. But it's not you hear that and you're oh, that means it's boring. No, it is not boring, okay? So there's the biggest mystery in the book of what happened and why is Romney alone, you know? There's the biggest mystery about it, and you have to keep reading to find out, because it always drops little hints about what happened, but you don't get the full picture until the end, you know? So you gotta stick it out. You got to. It was worth finding out, okay? And so, oh my gosh, okay, so she's out there alone in space, and then one day she gets a message from Molly saying that they sent out another spaceship, okay? And so hers is the Infinity, and then so the Eternity is the other ship that's gonna meet hers and connect, and then they're gonna go to the other planet together, you know? So her and the commander of the Eternity start talking, and they start she starts falling in love with him, you know? And she reminds him of this character from this TV show that she watches, you know? And so she falls in love with him, and she's just thinking about him, and she's just waiting for him to get there, you know? And then she starts getting these messages from, I can't remember what it is, the URP or USP or UPS. No, that's a mail, but it was something UPR or something, you know? And she starts getting messages from them saying that basically they just won the war, and now they're in charge of her, and they've got all this stuff that they want her to do now, okay? And so it's weird stuff, use less lights, less water, the temperature has to go down, just different stuff to increase the efficiency of her starship, okay? And so she does it because she's like, okay, well, like these people, like the guy from the eternity told her that he's following the instructions even though he doesn't like them. So she's like, okay, I guess I will too, you know. So she starts going along with it, like, and like the requests start getting crazier and crazier, okay. But like, I don't want to spoil this book too much because it is like so good. I want everybody else to have like the same experience I had when I read it. But like, oh my gosh, like, I want to spoil this book so bad. I want to tell you guys like every detail that happened, okay? But I'm trying not to, okay? But oh my gosh, all you need to know about this book is that you need to get it and you need to read it and you're gonna love it, okay? Like, nothing like what I was expecting at all, okay? And Romney, she is so cool. Like, she's like me. That's what I like. I like when I could find the like book characters that I could like relate to, because she's like doing the same stuff I would do if I was just like on like a starship by myself for like years, you know. And there's like this whole like drama with like how her parents died, and you don't really get the full story till like later on. But like when you do, it's like, ooh, like, girl. And then like her mom later on, like, and then so the guy on the eternity, Jay, oh my gosh, like they're gonna meet up, and he's not gonna be what she was expecting, okay? That's all I'm gonna say, is he is not what she was expecting, okay? And I'm trying to keep this short because like I looked at my channel and all of the videos are like 15, like one of them was like literally 20 minutes, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I even talking about at this point, you know? But like, okay, wrap it up. The Loneliest Girl in the Universe is about Romney Silvers. She's on a starship by herself and she's trying to make it to a new planet, and a lot of crazy stuff happens, and the whole time she wishes she wasn't alone, but by the end she's gonna wish she never wished for that, okay? And she's gonna realize that not everything is as it seems, and some people are liars, okay? And 5 out of 5, no hesitation, 5 out of 5, okay? Like, this book will change your life. I don't know what else to say, and that is it. Read this book for your own like benefit, okay? And I'm like, honestly, there was no cons. There was nothing bad about this book. There was nothing I did not like about this book, okay? Like, except for how it came from Amazon, because when I bought it, it was already ripped, and I was like, I did not pay $15 for a ripped book. But like, you know, stuff happens. I wasn't gonna make like the biggest deal and be like, send it back and get another one. It all comes ripped too, because they're like, oh, you want to talk? But no, nothing bad about this book. Nothing bad. And like, for people who are more used to science fiction, like they might be like, oh, that's unbelievable or whatever. But I don't care. Like, I'm reading this story because I want to see what happens in her life, and I want to see how she responds to the stuff going on in her life. I'm not reading it because I want to like freaking like, what is light speed? How fast is that? Like, you know, like I'm not gonna fact check everything that the author's writing. Like, I don't care enough to. And if you care enough to, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, books are for enjoyment, not for like trying to hate on somebody, you know? So read this book, please. Okay. I mean, all I can really say is just read this book, okay? 5 out of 5. You will not regret it. So, I am going to be posting the regular video on Wednesday, next Wednesday. So you'll get the video today and the video on Wednesday. And sorry guys, but it will not happen again, okay? Or to the best of my ability, I'm going to make sure it does not happen again, because it was rude to stop all my lovely followers from seeing this face and listening to my voice. But like, on a serious note, to be honest, like I really like this book. Like honestly, it's gonna go on like my favorites list because I really did like it, and I'm interested in seeing what other books the author has. And I hope it is not like Jessica Shervinson when she had that like good book and I went back and to read another one of her books and it sucked. Hopefully like all her other books are good too, or else I'm gonna be mad. But that's gonna be it for today. Watch out for me on Wednesday, and that's it. Okay, so have a good day. 5 out of 5. Read this book.